want to film it, but like I don't know what to cook. I literally don't have anything in, like it's pretty peak. So I just put a couple of carbonara dumplings in the oven, which is probably not a good idea because they're really, really spicy, but like if I just douse them in Kewpie mayo, they're good. You know what I mean? Oh. I should cook pho. I feel like tonight I've got quite a busy day. I'm filming a lot today. I don't know if I have time to do like pho, but like I want more like a quick dinner. Do you know what I mean? I've air fried them because I watched a video from a girl who went to my shop and she was like, you should try the carbonara dumplings air fried. And I was like, oh my god, because I normally don't air fry dumplings. Yes, I did pick a winner for the giveaway, but I'm actually going to film my beauty giveaway today. And then post it hopefully today as well. I live in London. So yeah. Are these dumplings halal certified? I don't think they're certified halal, but I don't think there's anything in them that say they're not, because they're not actually made with sorry, really spicy, not actually made with like chicken. Carbonara filling. What are your thoughts on people saying they're not symmetrical and higher? I think people can get, basically they're still healing and people are really odd and like observing me in the weirdest way. And I think it's creepy. That's what I think. I think people need to get a job. That's what I think. Don't get me started on this topic. Pissed me off. What time is it in my town? I don't know what time it is. Is it like 1 or 2? Am I a millionaire? Oh my god, no. Not yet. The dumplings are spicy, that's why I'm taking my time. I've got like freaking indigestion, man. I've had a few already, so this is my last one. Speak 3 languages. What's the best season to visit London? I feel like Christmas this time of year is like a really nice time because it's like really well lit, just so cute. Or summertime. Wait, I just saw a comment that was like, you remind me of Tarayami. And I love Tarayami, but I feel like she is such a different vibe to me. Like, I really wonder why you think that. Like, she gives me like messy, like party girl, like in the best way possible. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean messy in a rude way. I'm so not that. Like, I have little glimpses of that, I think, but I don't feel like I'm like that. I'm not like all the way clean girl, and I'm also all the way like not feral. I just sit somewhere in the middle. Do you know what I mean? Like, she does some crazy shit that I'm like, damn girl, you go. Yeah, these, what's on my face is pimple patches. We bootstrapped to fund our business. Also, talking about business, maybe I shouldn't talk about it actually, but we are doing some, I've been gone for the last few days because I've been working on some stuff for the business, the new one. And like for the new business too, like I'm putting my money into it that I've made personally. And so I'm like, okay, we're doing this. Like when you put the money in, you're like, shit, you're doing this. So I'm really excited, really, really excited. I haven't really announced what it is, but I think a lot of people probably like have a good idea. But very, very soon. It's myself and Michael. What's going on with the podcast? We're going to be back very, very soon. It's just a few things that need to be ironed out, but it is on our minds and we really do want to come back. And I think when we come back, it's going to be like even less edited. Like it's going to be like all cards on the table, even more so than it was before, because I feel like we were very, very open, and it was the first time I was able to like speak at length on topics that I just wanted to without feeling like I had to say certain things or like people were going to perceive it a certain way. Like I was just so myself. I feel like that's what's also made me quite close to you guys. So I feel like more so nowadays, I literally am just like, take it or leave it. I go, if you don't like what you see, that's fine. You don't need to watch my videos. You don't need to follow me. Like I'm actually so fine with that. But people who get me, I feel like really do get me, and I feel like we've got a good thing going. But yeah, it's definitely on our minds. We're definitely like, we've been discussing topics we're going to speak about and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be really, really exciting. We'll definitely have a couple of episodes up before the end of the year for sure. Half Pakistani, half Kenyan Indian. How do you let go of someone? It's hard. I don't think you can rush the process of like a breakup. You just have to go through the motions. And I think, love your content's reached Malaysia. I love that so much. Hi. It comes and goes in waves, especially when you have like a deep like relationship with someone and you've been with them for a long time. You can't expect for that to just disappear because yeah, you've now said you're going to break up. Like it's, you go through motions, you know. Sometimes you might talk to them, sometimes you might not. Sometimes the guy might be blocked, sometimes you might not be. Like sometimes you'll feel really good and that's okay, and sometimes you'll feel bad. You just have to allow yourself to really like purge, I think. Give yourself the time, and I think it's the best time to also focus on yourself as well. Like it really, the one thing about being in a long-term relationship in your early 20s is that as much as people like to admit it, like don't like to admit it, you do have to make compromise. You have to make time for the other person, versus when you're single in your early 20s, it's like the best time to be selfish and invest in yourself and not feel like you're being selfish, because you are like just focusing on you, whatever your goals are, whether that's like financially, whether that's, I don't know, social media, whether that's like wanting to spend time with more with family, whether that's buying certain things, whether that's the way that you look, your skin, your hair care, like whatever it is. And you don't feel selfish for doing it because it's literally just yourself. Do you know what I mean? So you can always, I think perspective is everything. And I think in the beginning, like I struggled to adjust to like the kind of solo living, like part of everything. But I fucking love it now. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have it any other way. You come across more cultured since leaving Mike. I think that coming across more cultured is a bit of a ridiculous, slightly leading statement, if I'm honest. Don't love the way that's worded, but I'll still answer it because I know what you're getting at. I think in general, like on the like this year, my content has changed. Like I'm just being a bit more myself and like opening myself up more in general. So that is true. Like you're seeing a little bit more about my culture, you're seeing a little bit more about my life, like in general on the whole, and that's completely intentional because that's always what I wanted to do. I always wanted to share more, but at parts, you know, in my life, like over the last couple of years, I've been so freaking busy. I've literally like opened a business from scratch, been like so busy building a brand, I literally had no time to do these things, versus I have the time now. So it's not a point of like, yeah, I'm not with my boyfriend so suddenly I'm Pakistani. I've always been that way, and if you know me, you'll know these things are extremely normal. Like, I am the most Desi girl you'll meet in terms of how I live my life, in terms of like, I'm always listening to Desi music, always eating Desi food. Like, it's normal. And sometimes actually when you're living life normally, you don't think that people pick up on those things, like it's just normal. Then when I started to like integrate it into my content, I'm like, wait, people are like acting like this is a new thing when it's not. But I guess because you haven't seen it, it might be new to you, which I can appreciate. But the discourse around me doing it because I'm not with my boyfriend is slightly odd. Like, it doesn't really connect, like the dots don't connect at all. I am somebody who really enjoys like cultures from like everywhere. I've said this so many times. I'm not shy of my culture. I'm not embarrassed by it. It's not my story. And I think sometimes because I don't present as somebody who's like, I don't know, whoever you stereotypically deem to be Desi, that like that has to be my story. Like, oh, like she's a bit more like in touch with her Desi side. No, been in touch with it. Like, I know plenty of girls who are very embarrassed about where they come from. That's not me. Like, I'll be the person schooling you on the fact that you should really embrace where you're from, because that's what makes you unique. Like, I don't want to be Caucasian. I don't want to be white. Like, I don't want to be anything other than where I'm from. Not gonna lie. Like, I love where I'm from. I think it's lit. And it's just, that's it. Like, there's no point to prove. So that's what slightly annoys me about the discourse, because I'm like, if you meet me in real life, there's some people that I'll meet, for example, they'll be like from Pakistan or something. But they don't want to say it. Like, they're slightly like embarrassed, and I get what happened. I get it as well. Like, we're brought up in society where like we're made to feel like shit about certain things, or like, you know, Desi people are this or that, or they like, all of these stereotypes are like put on us, right? And then sometimes people grow up in areas that are predominantly white, etc. I didn't even grow up in a predominantly white area or white school. Like, people in my school were either black or Asian. Like, that was normal for me. I always thought that was cool, not gonna lie. But if you meet me, I'll always say where I'm from, like talking about it. Like, I actually hammer on about it a bit too much, where like to people that I just meet, and I'm like, oof, that's a lot. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm always giving an explanation, because also like where I'm from specifically is slightly different, right? Slightly niche. Like, I actually come from Hunza. Like, my cultural values are slightly different to like the Asian girls that I went to school with, for example. Like, they had massive families. Their parents used to have like houses next to each other. They would wear like headscarves. They would eat certain foods. I actually didn't, and that wasn't because I was being a pick-me or anything like that. That just wasn't the culture I grew up with, but I was still Desi. So it always felt like I had to over-explain where I was from. Oh, I'm from this place called Hunza, and like, this is the food we eat there, and actually we don't eat spicy food, and like, my mum speaks another language, and like, we actually have like a really, really small family, because my mum's the first like generation like immigrant in this country. Like, she doesn't have like loads of sisters here. Everyone's back home. So I've always had to over-explain myself. So I've just been used to it, to be honest. And sometimes that's why I don't over-explain it, because I'm like, I just can't be asked. I just can't be asked. And then people try to like invalidate my experiences, or be like, I was talking about salty tea once in the podcast, and people were like, why are you acting like that's a normal thing? Bro, that's not a fucking normal thing, to drink salt in your tea. Like, my entire life, obviously I felt it was normal. Anyone that I would say I drink salt, black pepper, butter, and ginger in my tea, and I dip it with fitty, they'd be like, what? Like, what is that? Like, why? Like, I'm not trying to be different. If I've got things that are slightly different, it's fine. Like, it's actually fine. Like, my stepdad's from Karachi. I can tell you categorically that he's been in my life since I was like 8 years old. My stepdad was like, what the hell? Like, he's from Karachi, he's from Pakistan. It's different. The culture is different. Like, we have, like, even when we get married, our ceremonies are different. Like, our traditional clothing is slightly different. Our language is different. We don't eat spicy food. And like, Pakistan, notoriously known for spicy food, loads of masala, etc. As I said, my stepdad's literally from Karachi. That's how I learned more about like kind of mainstream kind of Pakistan. And he was like really shocked by how plain and simple our food was. But it's because we grow crops around like in the mountains, and that's what we eat from. Obviously now it's probably different. I haven't been back in a while, but yeah, it's like farmers. It's like people in Hunza were like known for like living really, really long lives because they have like really clean diets. Someone keeps asking about my loose skin, like mad. I don't have a lot of loose skin, is my answer. I have got a little bit, but not a lot. And I have stretch marks because I lost a significant amount of weight. And I really want to get them lasered. That's it. The reason people live long lives is because for a very long time they're very isolated from mainland Pakistan, right? They lived in the mountains, like in the mountainous regions, and so their diet predominantly consists of like crop that they grow in the fields, so like cucumbers, like you know, vegetables, and they also have like a lot of dried apricot. That's what they have. And so their diets are really, really clean. They're also really, really active. And like their jobs would be like to be farmers and stuff like that. Like that's what you do if you live in Hunza. Like you're going to work on the land, you're going to cook, you're going to eat, you're going to build stuff. It's very physical. So yeah. No, my dad's not Hunzai, he's Kenyan Indian. Yeah, people ask like hella weird questions. Like, you know, like sometimes when I look at my page and I look at the comments, I'm like, yeah, this is slightly mad, but okay. But then people I'll meet, like new people that come into my life are like, Amber, like, you know, your comments are actually crazy. And I'm like, I don't know what it is with people with my page specifically. And like, I'm not like, I know there's other people on the internet that also get it real bad too. They do. But I am one of those people who do get it, like, it's a bit unfairly harsh, I would say. And I actually don't know why people are so inner. Like, I try to be as, like, open as possible, but people are so weird. Like there's been a person in this life hounding me about my loose skin. Like, what are you on about? Like, how would you even know I have loose, like, skin? What are you on about? Like, bro. And then I've just told you that I use bio oil. I don't have much loose skin. You ask me how I treat it. Like, bro, like, why are you prodding and prying? Like, people always ask me such leading questions. It's so odd. Damn. Let go. Me and Alina are, like, literally blood sister, like, basically sisters. Of course we've had arguments and fallen out. Like, I don't know a single sibling relationship we haven't fallen out. In fact, she was the most annoying person I'd ever met in my entire life, especially when I was like 15 years old. Wanted to kill her. I didn't want to go anywhere near her. Of course we've fallen out. Again, like, it's just like, of course. I don't know like any people that haven't. She was bare jarring. Like, me and Lena was so different growing up as well. Like, she basically went to like a very white school and she like grew up in West London. I was the complete opposite and like went to a school in East London. We were having different experiences, bro. Like, her, like, the peer pressure she was getting was very different to the peer pressure I was getting. So, like, there was a point where we just didn't relate. I was like, yeah, this girl is, like, weird. And she was like, yeah, this girl is weird. But, obviously never ever that deep. But, yeah, just normal shit. I never speak about my real dad because I never speak about my real dad. That's it. We went to different schools because we didn't live, like, because we're cousins. Like, our mums had, like, separate partners. Like, we lived in different houses in different parts of London. You've got to be 18, at least, to work at the store. But yes, I'm not Burshiski, my mom's Shinaki. I'm South Asian, but mixed South Asian. So my mom is Hunzai, Pakistani, and my dad is Kenyan Indian. What am I making for dinner? Yeah, this is actually what I wanted to ask you guys before you started hounding me. Hounding me! Gosh, like, it's in the middle of the day. Give your girl some time. Seriously. I'm not sure, guys. I want something easy. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna have chicken breast. Do you know what I mean? I just do. Because I hosted Friendsmas. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you won't know. Okay, so get on the Instagram. Okay. Real ones, follow me on Instagram because I'm always on the stories. I stay on the stories. Oh my god, I'd love to make a katsu, but my only issue is I don't have the beef slices that I always use for katsu, and I'm just like, I don't really know how I feel about chicken. I'm saying, like, not katsu, let's call it Japanese curry. I don't want the katsu breaded chicken. But I'm like putting chicken thighs in there. Do I want that? Don't know. Don't know. It's a bit difficult. Alina's biryani, love that, but I'm not cooking that. Basically, the reason I brought up Friendsmas and Instagram is because I've been hosting. Okay, like Sophia and Jordan were around for a couple of days, and we were cooking up in that kitchen quite a lot. And my kitchen's been through it, and I've just cleaned it, and now I'm like, the last thing I'm gonna do is make something that requires attention and cleaning, you know? Like, I don't want anything like Christmas-y because I've had all of that. I also don't want anything high effort. Like, I want really low effort. Like, I want to bung something in the air fryer and call it a freaking day, but at the same time I want it to. Alina was busy, that's why. Wait, I feel like there's one person who just keeps asking about Alina. Honestly, DM her, genuinely. Like, I'm not her spokesperson. She's not attached to my hip. Slightly odd. Like, she doesn't have to do everything with me. Also, like, you've got to understand, Alina and me, like, we're like sisters, we're family, right? I have friendships outside of that. Like, imagine inviting your sister or being with your sister at every gathering, like, where your friends are at. Like, that's just weird. Like, I mean, luckily we've got like a friendship where, yeah, she's always there like 90% of the time. But she doesn't always have to be. Like, she's got her own shit, she's got her own friends, her own life, her own boyfriend, her own flat, like, doing her own thing. She's not got to be at mine all the time. Also, I'm extremely busy. Like, I do content. I'm also like starting a new business. I'm running my other one. I've got shit going on. Anyways, pissing me off. Stop asking about Alina. If you want to know about Alina, go and ask her, alright? Had enough. Not a spokesperson. She's got a TikTok. Go and DM her. Yeah, anyways, guys, you're getting me riled up. I thought we was going to have a nice chat before I start filming my videos. Alright. I need to re-dye it. Look at my roots. They're coming through, like, really badly. Make lentils and rice would be good. Okay, guys, so seeing as I'm going to do it now, I'm going to ask you. I was going to film something makeup coded, so either a get ready with me or a makeup ASMR. So firstly, vote in the chat. Do you want to see a makeup ASMR today where it's just focused on my makeup, like slightly aesthetic, or do you want to get ready with me? Which one? I'm seeing ASMR. I'm seeing get ready with me. Do you know what's really, really interesting is that I asked this question on my TikTok and most people said get ready with me. But here I'm seeing a lot of ASMR. If you want to see Alina, go to her page. Pissing me off. I'm not going to reply about that anymore, but sorry, I just had to bite. ASMR. Okay, everyone wants ASMR. Okay, we don't want to hear me chatting shit. Fine. Do you know what? I was leaning more towards ASMR anyway. Sorry. Guys, that's so interesting. Like, literally, I did a poll on my Instagram. 80% of people were saying we prefer chatty get ready with me's. So do you guys prefer chatty get ready with me's or ASMR? So that's crazy. Yeah, oh, I'm so behind on my calendar. I'm just going to do one massive calendar video today. Both. Okay. Both. But okay, so you like both, but today specifically you want like an in-depth makeup tutorial because that's why you'd want an ASMR, right? Or chatty get ready with me is more interactive. If I do a chatty get ready with me, what would you want me to talk about? Like, what topic should I talk about? And don't be irritating with the one thing that I know you're going to say that I'm not going to talk about. So, okay, if I do chatty get ready with me, what would you like me to speak about? You want a makeup tutorial? I feel like I did a live update not so long ago, so I I don't know. I want like a topic. Like if I'm going to do a chatty get ready with me, I'll do like a topic. Wait guys, this is like now confusing the shit out of me because so many people are saying ASMR like a makeup tutorial. Get ready with me, please. I'm reading your comments, but you're not giving me like topic suggestions. Because the thing is, right, sometimes I struggle with get ready with me because I'm like, general chat is just general chat. Like I don't think, oh, I'm gonna do a clothing haul, guys. So I've like ordered from Tala, Oddmuse, Skims. So I do a try on haul. Do you want that? And I'm also gonna do a update. So like I'm gonna do like all of my calendar. I'm gonna open all of them doors. All of them doors. I'll probably film a day in the life tomorrow because I'm not really leaving my house today. It's more of an admin day. You've never seen me on live before. Hi, darling. I do come on here sometimes, but sometimes they're a bit naughty and they scare me. So then I have phases where I don't come on live. I did a business get ready with me. I always know that if I'm going to do that style of video, it's not going to get like huge amount of views, but I think it's really good value content. And like, I think that there is like a specific amount of people that like want to know business stuff. So I always want to be able to give them that on my page. So I really enjoyed like combining the get ready with me, which is like what I'm enjoying doing, with the business as well. I thought that was quite interesting, but I'll see how it goes. It's like a new thing I've started. We can do a flat tour. If we're doing a flat tour, I've got to literally get off live now, so that like it's not super dark outside. Should I just do? Okay, a lot of people are talking about how to cope with a breakup, or people are talking about like how am I adjusting to like living alone. Do you want me to talk about that? Restock and mukbang. Okay, one person said it's boring, but a lot of people are saying yes. I actually did decorate for Christmas, but it's like part of an ad, so I can't post it yet, but you'll see it soon. A lot of people were talking about like influencing and like how I started it and stuff. I don't know if I'm in the position to talk about it though. I don't know. I feel really weird about that. I'm happy to give you tips and tricks for sure, but I'm like, I don't know. I've been kind of doing Amber's influence to final boss. Listen, if you're going to influence, do it properly, show me and get your bag. But I've been doing like brand deals and stuff like that for about like a year and a half. But I think I'll wait for a little bit before I do a video on that. Even though I do have some tips and tricks which I think will be really good for you guys. Because I also think I have a different perspective. Like I literally run a business too, so I'm not going to ever be sat there like, you can never be like, it's giving like my job is hard like what Michaela did. You can't. I've done both. I do both. I know exactly how hard both is. So like I'm never going to come from a hierarchy of like being some aesthetic influencer, but I also know what it is like to be an influencer and what you have to do and how difficult it is, or the difference in difficulty, right? So that could be interesting. All right guys, you're confusing me. I think I'm just going to do a okay, it's between two things. It's either get to know me part 2. I've filmed skincare already, so I'm going to edit that for you guys. It's either get to know me part 2, where I'm just going to do random facts about me, etc. Or we're going to get like a life update. Life update or get to know me. Vote, 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 vote. Life update or get to know me. Life update. I can't film both right now. Life update. Okay, I'm seeing life update. We're going to do life update. Fine. fine. I did just do a life update, but I feel like people still want a life update because it's been like, if it's been a week of me not chatting, people are like, life update, so I hear it. Okay, I'll do that. All right, guys, I love ya. I'm gonna go. I'll be posting later on today, so keep your eyes peeled. All right, see you later. Well, honeys, also I'm gonna post the giveaway, the beauty one, which is quite good. Sorry, I would suggest like coming over to Instagram just to be there, because can I just say before I leave, so I was trying to find a giveaway winner. I literally spent money on this app picking out random giveaway winners. When I say the amount of people that didn't actually follow the rules of the giveaway, I felt so bad. I'm like, I cannot give you away this box because you don't follow Orima. Like, you haven't entered correctly. And it was so many people, I was like gobsmacked. So this time, if we are entering, just try and make sure you read the caption once. It takes a couple of minutes just to make sure that like when I am picking the winner, like it really will be you because you've followed all of the steps. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go. I love you. Bye. Bye.